posing impact is so important. When you get open, the handle's going to be more forward. So we have to get that trail side a little bit lower to have nice contacts. Great. So I think just feeling that is huge, practicing that, giving your brain a destination, and that's going to help a lot with getting to that destination. Yeah.
To help getting the hips leading during the downswing is the idea of having the arms, hands, club moving in different directions with the lower body.
For sure,
right?
Just trying to have that separation.
Trying to have that separation.
The longer this club is back here, the more force that we can create to help us actually hit the ball. Okay. And the way we want to carry the club to the bag is by adding some rotation.
So here, pull it up and back to there.
Love it.
Yeah. Get through those same impact post feels. That was the best one.
Oh, so good.
You can hear and feel the difference.
So good.
Okay, we're back with my good buddy, Mr. JT Thomas.
EC, what's up?
Appreciate you being here. You guys have seen JT in a lot of our videos, most interesting man in golf. In today's video, we're talking about how to lead with the hips during the downswing. Yeah. And we've talked in previous videos, so you guys have hopefully seen some of them, about some strategies, some feels, some drills to get the hips leading in the downswing like a lot of the best players in the world. But today, we're going to review a little bit about what we talked about in the past at the end. But to start with, we think we have something that's even more effective, maybe even easier than some of the things we've done in the past to help. And so JT, if I hop in here,
great.
You know, one of the core concepts we've talked about that we'll talk about in a little bit to help getting the hips leading during the downswing is the idea of having the arms, hands, club moving in different directions with the lower body.
For sure,
right?
Just trying to have that separation.
Trying to have that separation. And that's that float load drill that we'll do.
Yeah.
But in order to be able to get that, right, and as we talk hip rotation with our students, JT and I were talking and we said, man, a lot of the students that come in, this may be you, that we say, hey, you know, they come in, JT, I want to get more hip rotation.
Yeah.
I want more hips leading the downswing. And we say, pose an impact for us. You know, what does an impact position look like? We find a lot of golfers who come in, you know, they start at setup with the club head and the belt buckle pointing at the ball. They make a little backswing, right? Make a little downswing. And at impact, they're still in the same spot.
Yeah, for sure.
And I say, all right, hey, pose me an impact. And a lot of times they're not quite sure of what it's supposed to feel like.
Yes. So I think posing impact is so important.
Seen loads of things and rarely is it like exactly what we want them to do, right?
Exactly.
And so if we pull like a good player up on the screen and we want to pose an impact position, this is where we want you guys to start, right? Kind of point number one. Let's learn what a good impact position feels like. I find oftentimes students that do this first drill can go from, let's say, normally having 0 hip rotation, let's say really good ball strikers, maybe 30, 40, 45 open.
Yeah.
They can go from 0 to like 20 or so in like a swing.
Yes.
By just feeling what this feels like.
Yeah, just knowing where to be, right? You have to like know where your destination right? Like, so if you don't know what impact's supposed to be, you're trying to get your hips open, not going to be very good.
Yeah, you might be able to do it, but certainly it would be a lot harder, right? A lot more difficult.
Yeah.
So if I take my setup, JT, let's go through some feels.
Yeah.
Here's my setup position. And if I'm going to pose an impact, I'm going to feel something along the lines of this.
Yes.
This is what my impact feels like.
Yeah, so you're going to feel everything's going to be more open, right? Your belt buckle, your kind of buttons on your shirt are going to be more ahead of the ball. The other thing that we're looking to be is a little bit lower. And so that lowness comes from the side bend, the trail side bend, which is really important. We see a lot of people do impact and they might be open, but they're way too tall, right?
They're way too tall.
So I think a really important piece is, you know, when you get open, the handle's going to be more forward. So we have to get that trail side a little bit lower to have nice contact. So I think just feeling that is huge, practicing that, giving your brain a destination. And that's going to help a lot with getting to that destination. Yeah.
So I'm going to do one round hit and then we want to talk through some more details. I like 2 rehearsals, hit a ball, check video for feedback.
Yeah, great.
2 rehearsals, hit a ball, check video for feedback.
Perfect.
So I've got a 7. Now you guys do this too. If you're not hitting balls, try this like in your living room to feel it. Take a setup position. I'm going to pose my impact for 1. We'll review some of those feels. Pose my impact for 2. And now I'm going to hit just kind of a little half 3/4 swing, trying to get my body to get back through those same feels.
Yeah, great.
And that should be 1, a little bit of an overdraw there, but solid hit. I feel like I'm getting back through those same feels through impact.
For sure.
Some of the things, JT, that I feel too, when I'm doing this, we can go over probably some common faults and fixes. So stage 1, let's learn what it feels like.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, belt buckle, maybe belly button area goes from pointed at the ball So I'm trying to feel like it gets pointed out towards the target.
Yeah.
Right. And we'll talk about a second drill here in a minute. But pointing that out towards the target, I definitely feel a right side crunch.
Yes. To
like
get
right
lower.
shoulder down. Yeah. A little bit of an oblique crunch. And a big one, guys, when we're doing this rotation, what we're not doing, and I see this a lot, is rotating and having the hips go way back towards the right foot.
Yes.
If we were to look at a good impact position and you look at their, let's just say belt buckle at setup, right? At impact, their belt buckle is more forward, certainly than it was at impact.
Definitely.
Or at setup, rather,
yes,
right?
that would be the biggest mistake that I see with this is that
Not this.
as their hips go back, because every time you add some rotation, your hips actually do go back towards your trail foot.
Right.
So you need to equally have enough pressure, enough translation or move towards the target. So not only your hips opening, they're moving forward is kind of a really key piece on this impact understanding.
And I'm kind of feeling, JT, like belt buckle, belly button pointed towards the target. I'm trying to feel almost like my belt buckle is moving forward, like maybe just inside my ankle.
Yep.
Or kind of inner part of my left hip. You like that?
Yeah, I love that.
So it's a little more forward. I feel the kind of weight, a little bit of less pressure into my right foot, more pressure into my left foot.
Yes.
Right side crunch. And notice as I'm doing that, my hips are going forward, but where's my head staying?
Yep, head staying back
Head
behind the
staying
ball. Really important.
Not here,
Not there.
right? Not here.
No, not there. Exactly. This is what we see. These are
That's
the
what we
things we see all the time. Yeah.
This. And so I definitely feel too when I'm doing it, the hip rotation, but at that right side crunch. Let me hit one more like that. And if we pull up like a Xander, Tommy Fleetwood through the ball is a really good model.
For sure.
Right, you would see them doing this. So impact pose, we'll do one more, and then we're going to pull up a another drill to help you guys. Same feels through the ball here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's
really nice.
That was
Yeah,
even better than the
that
first
was
one.
really good.
All right, guys, our spring 2-day golf schools are now live. If you're interested in coming to a 2-day golf school down here in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida at the Osprey Point Golf Course, we've got 2-day schools available February, March, April, and May. We had a great time with our schools up in PA. We're gonna have a great time this spring. The goal here is to have a 2-day immersive event to really give you everything you need to make a dramatic improvement in your golf game for this upcoming season. We've got 5 coaches with 8 students, super high coach to student ratio. Awesome 2 days together. We're gonna work on your full swing, your short game. We're gonna have lunch together, go out on the course together. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna absolutely love it. Would love to see you here. We'll put the link down below. Check out the dates, shoot us a message if you have any questions. Would love to work with you on your game. All right, JT, so sort of level 2 of the drill, we're gonna bring in a little prop here to help us.
Yeah.
I think conceptually, if we put this where the golf ball is, as we're doing the impact poses, one of the big things is like the relationship or sort of the race or the timing between the lower body and the club head.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about this drill first, and then kind of we'll add layers to why it's important.
Great, yeah. So the reason we have the impact bag here is just to help us make it a little bit easier. It's not a ball, it's huge, it's something that we can hit really easily,
Yeah.
right? So not too big of a distraction. But the main reason that we want this here is to help us understand that we are trying to get our lower body, our belly button, our belt buckle, as far ahead and open as we can before the club head hits the impact bag.
Oh yeah, yep.
So this adds in, as you said, a little bit of that time, which is really important, right? The only way we can get the hips more open is if the club stays back here for a little bit longer, right? So if it gets closer to this bag,
Ooh.
we got no time.
Yeah, talk us through that, the club head kind of back there versus in front, how that affects it.
Yes, so the longer this club is back here, the more force that we can create to help us actually hit the ball.
Okay.
And the way we want to carry the club to the bag is by adding some rotation versus the more this club is already over here, no way we can rotate to hit this ball. I mean, we'll end up somewhere over
And the
there.
club head's literally too close to the back.
Way too close to the bag.
Yeah, you don't have enough time.
No time.
Okay.
So what makes this drill so awesome is that it incorporates that time element, which is really important in combination with the actual movement that we need to be doing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And so if you were going to demo one, and again, when you're watching this, if you want to lead with the hips, I've been seeing a lot of golfers these past couple months who come in impact and they have 0.
Yeah.
So 0, right? Start at 0, get to 0.
Yeah.
So if you're at 0 and you don't have enough hip rotation, you need to feel a wild amount to just get to neutral.
Exactly.
Right? And so this is specifically to like over exaggerate to get to neutral. So JT, if you make like a little half backswing,
Yep.
and then feel wise from there, it's like you're really trying to give yourself a lot of time before that club head would get to the bag.
So I'm almost like a little bit of DJ here, David Duvall. I'm trying to keep this as far back as I can. And basically the only way the club head gets to the bag is through me rotating. So there's no other way it moves. There's no like arm movement, which is what we see a lot of golfers, you know, they have no turn, the arms just go, right? So this is no arm movement. The only way this is moving is my trunk, my chest, my hips. Everything is moving that club to the ball. And you'll notice that, again, this is an over exaggeration, but I mean, everything's super open here, right?
Totally. And if you do a little half backswing again, sometimes in a lesson too, if you're going in, like I would maybe hold this and something like this, and I'd say, all right, start going, start going. And a lot of my students, they don't know what to do. Because they're used to just the arms going.
Exactly.
And so the more I hold this back, or if I hold this club head back, and I'm like, all right, go ahead, JT, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
They're like, what?
That's a good exaggeration of a feel. Now, of course, in a real swing, the hips and core going and the arms are going too. Of course.
Of course.
But for the golfer, if this is you who has no turn, needs to lead with the hips, you have to feel like the complete opposite. And so what are you, let me hop in there, JT. Let me try that as a, because this is a really good one. Thank you, sir. After someone does the impact poses and you have a good idea of what it's supposed to feel like and start there, and that'd be a nice way to start your practice for like the next several months, years, maybe forever.
Maybe forever.
Maybe forever. So once I've got a feel of this is where I'm trying to go, definitely feel lower, feel more open, feel more side crunched. Now it's like, and maybe like a half swing to start.
Great.
Obviously, if they make a longer swing, that can help us have more time. But maybe starting shorter just to kind of keep it
shorter and slower again, because we're just trying to get the sequence right. This is really important.
So I'm going to go back to kind of here. And then my feel is, like how open can I, a lot of players, JT, I'll have them take their lead hand off. Keep the trailing on, makes it a little easier.
Exactly.
And I'll say, all right, let's get your belt buckle and belly button all the way to the target, 90 degrees open by the time the club head gets to the bag. And they say, oh my God.
How do I do that?
Incredible. I don't think I can do that. I say, well, you're not going to do it in a normal swing. It's exaggerated. But it's between there and your normal that'll put us in a nice spot. So this would be a nice thing to help exaggerate more. Obviously, JT, if they take the lead hand off, makes it easier to get the torso open.
Really easy.
Halfway back, belt buckle, rib cage to the target by the time the club head gets there, right? That's the exaggerated feel. Now, there's loads of details we could talk through. Segments we could talk through. But I think as a place to start, if you do the impact poses, do this, and then let me correlate the same feel. Let me get this open, belt buckle, rib cage at the target, trail side crunch. Almost feeling my whole body open by the time I'm at impact. And then I'm gonna hit a ball, it ain't gonna look like that. Right? But it'll be between their normal
and what we want it to be.
Where we want it to be. So I'm gonna do a hit feeling the same things. Belt buckle, rib cage at the target, a little bit of a right side crunch, almost like I'm at the target by the time the club head gets to the ball. And that should be pretty good.
Really straight shot.
So I think that's a really, really nice place to start. Impact poses with the bag, but there is one little layer that we've talked about a little bit before, just to refresh, that we'll talk about next. Okay, the Old Faithful, right? One of our favorites for a long time.
Float load, baby.
Float load. So this is still a really, really effective way to help lead with the hips. You guys are gonna love this if you haven't tried it. I'd say it's a little more advanced relative to the first two we did. But now we took the bag, JT, right? So if you did the impact poses first, you did that layer two and you want to advance, this is more advanced. Took the impact bag, we added it, moved it maybe a foot or two forward. And so the float load drill, let's kind of talk through this. From a baseline zoomed out perspective, the goal of this, if we pull up like a John Rahm or a Xander, is to be feeling the separation, right? So the arms and hands feeling like they're actually working away from the ball or target as the belt buckle starts to work, or lower body starts to work forward. That's like the goal here.
That's the goal.
So it's a little bit more exaggerated. So if I take that drill and I get it to about club parallel to the ground, I'm gonna feel like, what? My hands are kind of pulling up and back. And what's my lower body?
And your lower body is kind of going towards the bag. So it's going to be like a 45-degree up and to the right with the hands, and then the other 45 with the hips and the knees and the ankles. Exactly. And then we're going to hit that bag.
So I'm kind of here. I'm pulling my hands up and back this way, we're saying. And I'm feeling like as they're going up and back, I'm definitely pressing into my lead, lead foot, and getting this, feeling like this is rib cage, pelvis, and all that to the target. So here, pull it up and back to there.
Love it.
Okay, here. And if you don't have this at home, you could use like a pillow or, you know, an object like that would be okay. Start slow.
Yep, start slow.
So here like this, pull it up and back. And even just get a sense of what that feels like first. Okay, hands are up and back. As they're pulling up and back, I'm pressing into my lead foot. I kind of like that as like the opposing trigger.
Yeah, the opposing trigger. You should feel a little bit of stretch. Stretch is a really important thing to feel. If you're feeling some stretch, you're doing it right. If you're not, that probably means your hands are going the same time as your body. So you need to feel some stretch doing this to where your arms feel like they're going one way. You'll feel it kind of on the front side of your body, maybe just behind your lead shoulder and your back. And you'll feel that as that knee is going kind of down and forward towards that toe. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because we're not really making a full turn back as we do it.
Yes.
Okay. So here like this one more time, pull this up and back, feeling this going forward, change of direction. Now I'm going to hit one right away with that, JT.
Love it.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
So I'm kind of taking those same feels if I really wanted to open. And I've got this race between my butt of the club and grip and my belt buckle.
Yes.
And I'm trying to feel like normally if I've got 0 degrees of hip rotation and impact, my arms and hands are winning the race. My belt buckle and hips are kind of stuck.
Yeah, stuck.
So I'm trying to give them a head start, trying to hold these back, trying to get these go, you know, a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
So impact poses. Boom.
Yep, great. Weight forward, open. Yeah.
And now I'm going to feel the same thing, but add a little bit of the pull the hands up and back as I'm doing the lower body.
Love it.
Same feels. Get through those same impact pose feels. That was the best one.
Oh, so good.
You could hear and feel the difference.
So good.
And it's like when we first did that video, JT, since we've done it then, if you do the float load well and you start to learn how to hit it really solid with it, you'll hit it farther with a shorter swing.
Definitely.
You'll really, really compress it well. Okay, one more and then we'll let you guys go. Impact pose.
Love it.
Good.
Weight forward, side bending. Yep.
Hips forward, head back. Feel that same thing, but feel like the hands keep pulling up and back as I press into that lead foot.
Oh, yeah.
There's another good one.
Another really good one. So good.
Cool. Yeah, I love that drill, man.
Love it,
Every time I
EC.
do it, it's so
God,
good.
so
I gotta
pure.
keep doing that.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to link all of JT's stuff down below. JT and I are coaching golf schools down here at Osprey at this course in Florida, January, February, March, April, May.
Got to come.
February ones are definitely booked. January might be booked by the time this comes out, but May, March, April, May.
March, April, May. Yeah.
If you guys are interested in that, we would love to have you. Any questions for us or JT, leave a comment down below. JT, appreciate you.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
If you want to watch more like this, check out this video next.